right. Welcome. Let's get this party started, right? Welcome. So please stay standing while we hear the Star Spangled Banner done by the Buena Band. Thank you. Okay. You may sit down while I find my place in the script. Thank you. So to start with, first off, my name is Melody Buckner, and I am your interim dean for U of A South, and I welcome you to graduation. First thing I want to do, because I have to do it myself, make sure you silence your phones, because if I don't do it, we're going to be listening to Dancing Queen by ABBA, and we don't really want to do that. So everybody make sure that your phones are off so that we can have an uninterrupted ceremony. So I want to welcome you today, and I am so excited to see all the graduates before me. I love the enthusiasm as you guys were walking in. I know that family and friends are here, and I am so excited to be here with you to celebrate this really special day with you. It was just 4 years ago that I was sitting where you are, getting my graduate degree, and I know what it feels like to be sitting there and to be so excited that you finally have done this accomplishment. Then for you family, my son graduated from the University of Arizona in December, and I was sitting in your place beaming from ear to ear that my son had graduated. So I know what it's like to be a graduate, and I know what it's like to be a parent. So I want to thank you today for coming. And before we kick this off and get everything going, I need to recognize some folks. So first, I'm getting old, so I'm going to take off my glasses for just a minute. First, we want to recognize our military veterans, dependents, and community by having them stand. Would you please stand for us? You'll notice that they are wearing white stoles. They have the stoles. These are the little pieces of fabric around their neck. This signifies their veteran status, and these are provided to them by the U of A South as part of our appreciation for your service and your dedication. Then I also want to mention that some of you have a red and white and a blue cord that signify your military dependent status. They are also supplied by the University of South as part of our appreciation for your service and your dedication, because we know it takes a family. Just before we go on, I do want to invite all of our graduates and family to come to the commencement that's at main campus tomorrow. It is a big celebration. We're having a phenomenal speaker there. Her name is Mae Jensen. She's an engineer, a physician, entrepreneur, educator, and the first woman of color to travel in space. Wow, when did this woman sleep? I don't know. But she's going to be an amazing speaker. I'm really excited to be there. I hope that you can come. And if you come, look for me. If you can find me, I will have a special gift for you. And I'm around. So look for me and just say, I am here and I'm from U of A South and I have a little gift for you. So with that, I need to introduce our dignitaries and our speakers that are here for this afternoon's ceremony. So I'm going to say their name. Turn around just a minute. So when I say your name, please stand up. Okay? Okay. So, and if you could hold your applause to the very end, and then we'll give a big round for everybody. Okay. Dr. Stella Perez. She is the Executive Director of the Santa Cruz County Provisional Community College District. Jennifer Martin. She's the Executive Director of Sierra Vista Chamber of Commerce. Cody Nichols. He's the Assistant Dean of Students for Military and Veteran Engagement at the University of Arizona. Dr. Kyle DiRoberto. She is the President of the UA South Faculty Forum and the Program Director of our English program. Rick Mueller. He is the Mayor of Sierra Vista and a really good friend to U of A South. Alicia Ash. She is representing Congresswoman Ann Kirkpatrick. Just a second, let me see. Did CJ come? Okay. We do have Verlin Fick. Verlin? There we go. Verlin's not on my script, so I did really good in remembering that Verlin is here. He is from Cochise College. We have Mike Boardman. He is president of the University South Foundation, that foundation supplies a lot of scholarships to our students, and we are very appreciative of their presence and service. Then we have Dr. Jeff Goldberg. He is the interim senior vice president for academic affairs and our provost. We have the executive director, John Arnold, who is representing the Arizona Board of Regents. We have Kendall Washington White, who is, oh, someone loves Kendall, who is the vice provost for campus life and dean of students. We have Dr. Barbara Cetera, who is our Associate Professor of History and Associate Dean of Academic Affairs for U of A South. We have Sarah Pacheco, our honored guest speaker, alumni speaker, and 2012 graduate of the University of Arizona. We have Dr. Randy Groth. He is the CEO of All Source Global Management, and he's the former dean and a really good friend of U of A South. And we have Gabrielle Hodgins, who is the president of the Associated Students of the University of Arizona South. That's a lot to say. And our student government. So, we are honored to have them here. Now you can applaud. Okay. So I am honored to introduce our first speaker, and I had a little blurb about the Arizona Board of Regents, but now I can't find it. So let's welcome John Arnold. He is going to be our first speaker from the Arizona Board of Regents. The Regents oversee all of our universities, and they are really tasked with making sure that all Arizonans have access to quality higher education. So with that, let's give a big warm welcome to John Arnold.
Good afternoon. Oh, that works. Thank you. Thank you, Dean. I appreciate the introduction or lack thereof. I'm assuming, see, in the script over there, it says that I get to do whatever I want, which is really great. I'm assuming that you have no idea who I am and don't really want to listen to me, and that we would rather all be listening to Dancing Queen right now. So please turn your phone back on. I was thrilled to listen to the band as we came in. I assume that's the high school band here. They were fantastic, were they not? So let's give them another little round. I am somewhat of a connoisseur of high school band music, having had several children go through the band program. In fact, last night I was with my youngest daughter, who's not in high school yet, at her band concert, and we were out at ice cream afterwards, and she asked if I could mention her in my speech today. So there. So mentioned. The Board of Regents oversees the 3 public universities, including the University of Arizona. Effectively, what that means is we hire the president. We hired Dr. Robbins and said, go do a good job, and he's gone and done a good job. So we're very grateful for that, and I am honored to be here with you today. This is the first time I've ever spoken at one of these, and I just have to tell you that this is so hot. The Regents asked me to express their gratitude. Thank you. We're so proud of you, and I don't think you quite understand the majesty, the grandeur, the power of what you have accomplished. Through your hard work and sacrifice over these last few years, you have become a better person. And because you're a better person, everyone you associate with will be better because of you. Your children's lives will be better. Your children's lives will be better because of what you have accomplished. Our society will be better, our state will be better, our country will be better, and we need you. So thank you. Thank you for what you've done. Well, thank you. That was not expected. As you have learned so many things, but as you look into the future, the Regents would ask that you would continue to develop and focus on several of your skills, but one that I want to talk about in particular tonight. We would ask that you would continue to listen. Listen, you might say. I've been listening for 4 years, and I'm done listening. I've learned so much, and I'm out of here, and it's my turn to talk. It's my turn to go out into the world and make some noise, and that is absolutely true. It is your turn, and we need your wisdom, and we need your voices, and we need you to speak up, but we would ask you to continue to listen. Some years ago, many years ago, I was studying in a foreign country. I was out with some friends picnicking when a boy, 10, 11 years old, approached us. It became immediately apparent that this young man was desperately poor and was trying to steal our food. I did not speak the local language well, but knew enough to send him away. Beat it. I said, get out of here. That little boy stood up as tall as anyone as I've ever seen, and he gave it to me. And I did not understand the words, but I heard him. And because I listened to that little boy, I changed. Listening can change you. One of the great blessings of my life was to have a best friend who was 100% ideologically opposed to almost everything I ever said. I listened to him, and because I listened to him, I had to think deeper. I had to stretch myself. I had to articulate my thoughts in a better way. I became a better person. So be better. Now go out there and make some noise. Thank you very much.
I love stories. Thank you for telling a beautiful story. That's great. So before I introduce our next speaker, I told you my son graduated in December, right? He got a job. Yay. He's off my payroll. Yay. But he did leave me his dog. So, be careful, parents, when you send them out. They are going to leave something behind. It may be their dog. It may be their heart. But anyway, get out there, set the world on fire, and get off your parents' payroll, right? Yay. So, Okay, so with that, I'm going to introduce our next speaker, who is Sarah Pacheco. Sarah is a U.S. Army veteran. She's the mother of 4 and a University of South graduate from 2012. She has a BA in political science and a minor in communications. She went to George Washington University and graduated in 2015 with her Master's of Professional Studies and Strategic Public Relations. She has worked in public relations for education, the U.S. House of Representatives, and currently works in healthcare. She is the founder and board president of Peaches Pantry, an all-volunteer food backpack program that services Cochise County. She was recently appointed to the Governor's Commission on Service and Volunteerism in 2015 and continues to serve in that role. She was just elected to the Sierra Vista City Council. And a little bird told me that her husband is in the audience as a graduate today. So with that, we are honored to have you come to the podium, and I'm excited to hear your story.
So, thank you so much for that introduction. I want to share a little bit of my story. I'll start with the number 7. Okay, 7, that is the number of times I have been stung by a scorpion since moving to Arizona. Okay, and do you want nightmares tonight? Every single time I was stung, I was asleep in my bed. So you're welcome. You're gonna feel something brush your leg in your bed at night, and you're gonna throw the sheets off like a ninja. So the first 2 times I was stung happened soon after we moved back to Arizona 10 years ago. I had a bit of a reaction where my throat swelled up and my face went completely numb and I couldn't breathe. So I have a little bit of a reaction to those stings, and it was terrifying. And as a result, I became just terrified of scorpions. It was a gripping fear I had never felt towards anything else in my entire life, even towards speaking today, which is still scary. But I found this fear to be controlling me. I had to check my shoes before I put them on every time. I had to pull apart the bed and sweep it before I got in at night. And I would wake up constantly thinking something touched me. And if I saw one, I was terrified to the point of just being frozen and shaking and panicking. I would have to call the hubs to come and handle it. And shout out, as she mentioned, to my amazing husband of 16 years. He is in your graduating class today, and I don't even know where he's sitting, but he's right there. That's him. So shout out to my husband.
Yeah, all right.
So I want to try something throughout this today. If you can help me out, at least it'll make this go by faster. I'm going to be giving some shout outs today to some awesome people because nobody gets here on their own, and especially not me. And so I'd appreciate your help. If I say hashtag, the sign, you know that sign, you guys need to say shout out. Okay? Okay, so we're going to try it. Okay, we have some great looking graduates in the house today. Hashtag. Okay, thank you. Okay. So my husband and I met here at Fort Huachuca as young soldiers, and it was our first duty station. Since that time, my husband has deployed to Iraq or Afghanistan as both soldier and civilian 7 times. And it was one of these times that he was overseas, and I was home alone soon after moving here with my 4 kids, and I found myself face to face with yet another scorpion on my bedroom wall. And I climbed up on a chair, shaking, and had a shoe, and I was going to get it myself, and I just couldn't. I had this picture that it was going to take flight as I brought the shoe. It was just going to take flight at me. I couldn't do it. I tried to get up the nerve for an hour, and I couldn't do it. I ended up putting out a hit on this scorpion, which a very sweet neighbor obliged to come over and fulfill. First off, hashtag for awesome neighbors. Go get to know your neighbors. But second, I was so embarrassed. I didn't know if my neighbor knew how much his service was truly needed that day. I was not being lazy or facetious. I physically could not bring myself to off the scorpion by myself. So, and as a military slash contractor spouse, and those in the room who are also in that situation can identify, we're a little proud of our independence. So it was a hit to my pride that I had to call for help that day, and I was grateful to my scorpion hitman neighbor, but I was so embarrassed. That was the moment I acknowledged I had let my fear of those little buggers control me. I had let this phobia stop me from enjoying life, from sleeping through the night, from being able to walk barefoot. And it took this hit to my pride to say, enough. So while my arachnophobia is related to the fight or flight response, it's a physiological reaction. All of us may have to work in our lives to overcome fear, whether physiological, emotional, or elsewise. At a point, we'll have to overcome it. And today, I really want to focus on the fear that we all have that relates to our inner state of mind. In her book, Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway, Susan Jeffers wrote, "Some amount of fear is instinctual and healthy. It keeps us alert to trouble. The rest, the part that holds us back from personal growth, is inappropriate and destructive." And Jerry Seinfeld famously joked that at a funeral, you're better off in the casket than giving the eulogy. That's because fear of public speaking has steadily remained the top phobia in America, even above fear of death. So you're welcome, trying to conquer that right now. All right, so quick sidebar. I know I'm speaking to a room full of graduates. The mass of blue right here kind of gives that away. And you may be thinking, fear's a strange topic for this room. You already made it, right? I assure you, this is not a strange topic. Here's the cliche. This isn't the end, it's only the beginning, right? But truthfully, you feel like you have reached the summit of a mountain, and it does feel like that. I've been there, I've been sitting where you are, I know what that feels like. But actually, you're at a train station, right? You're getting off a train, and you're ready to just skip onto a whole new track. And the doors are going to start opening for you. They are. They did for me. I can tell you, degree in hand in 2012, doors started opening for me. And you have to overcome your lingering self-doubt and be able to walk through those doors and take that chance and take those opportunities. I launched myself into the professional sphere head on, but it was scary. I was a mother of 4, hashtag, to my kids, I'm a mom, gotta do it, to my kids who most of them are here today, so thank you so much, I love being a mom. They're here to support their graduating father and maybe listen to their mom for once. So, just kidding, they're great. But it was scary. After I was a stay-at-home mom, except for off and on jobs, for 8 years. And jumping into the career world, it was really scary for me. So you are going to be venturing into a new world and into unfamiliar territory, testing your newly gained knowledge for the first time, and I encourage you and hope to help encourage you to overcome those fears and take those chances. Not long ago, actually just a couple days ago, I was discussing a possible life change with someone who I've always looked up to and who also happens to be here today, my sister Amber, hashtag. She asked me, what's in your way? Find out what the barrier is and get it out of the way. So the first step to overcoming your fear is that you acknowledge its existence, right? In the humbling moment I had of having to hire a neighborhood scorpion hitman, I had finally owned that my fear of scorpions had become an issue. It wasn't just a little jumpy around the creepy crawlies, I was letting it get in the way of my life. In her aforementioned book, Susan Jeffers said, "One of the insidious qualities of fear is that it tends to permeate many areas of our lives. If you fear making new friends, then it stands to reason you may also fear going to parties, having an intimate relationship, applying for a job," right? So I love to read, and one of my favorite books is How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. I know you're not supposed to be done with homework, but if you haven't read that book, go home and read it tomorrow. Okay. Anyways, he said the desire for a feeling of importance is one of the chief distinguishing differences between mankind and the animals. This desire makes you want to wear the latest styles, drive the latest cars, and talk about your brilliant children, as I just did. All right, that was published in 1936, and it holds true today. Our very human need for a feeling of importance is often at the root of inhibiting fears related to our inner state of mind. Fear of rejection, fear of humiliation, fear of judgment, fear of disappointing others, right? I could go on, but acknowledge it. Acknowledge that that exists within you, and it's a very human need to have a feeling of importance, but we don't want it to be an emotional or psychological trigger that can drive our actions. We need to take the driver's wheel. So the next step in overcoming fear is to mitigate the barriers in your way. So remember the visual of myself on a chair with a shoe, unable to complete the task. I discovered that I could not complete any such task as killing a scorpion with something directly attached to my own appendage. It wasn't going to happen. There would be no stomping because they might jump onto me, or they can't jump, but I think that in my mind, right? So I got a longer stick, okay? Got a longer stick. Okay, so mitigating that barrier. I use the word mitigate on purpose. Sometimes we justify an action with logistical excuses, right? As a mom, I'm full of logistical excuses. I can't because baby needs to stay on a schedule. I can't because childcare is too expensive. It is. If logistical excuses are being used to get some well-deserved me time, then go ahead. But if logistical excuses are being used to stop yourself from pursuing a goal, there is a fear there that you need to address. So the first step is to acknowledge fear, and once we've done that, the rest is just logistics. That's it. Before transferring to the University of Arizona, I attended many universities in the U.S. as my husband and I moved from state to state, including Cochise College, hashtag, to Cochise cats in the room. All right, so while in Texas, I had tried university life for the first time. I had wanted to pursue a competitive summer internship. I thought of every reason why I wasn't qualified to apply for this internship program. I'd also thought of every reason logistically why it would be impossible for me to pursue it. I had 4-year-old twin daughters at the time. I was newly pregnant with my son, and my husband had deployed to Iraq for what ended up being 16 months, right? So I thought, there's no way I can do this. I came to realize, though, that what I was really terrified of was to enter the professional world for the first time. Since leaving the Army, I had only held hourly jobs here and there while moving from state to state. And I was comfortable hopping from hourly job to hourly job. While there's nothing wrong with those vocations, I knew staying in the waitress job market, because that's what I did, I waitressed, would not get me into the career path I aspired to be on. So I applied, and I got it. I was hired as a communication intern for Mitt Romney's presidential campaign, working at his headquarters in Boston for a summer. I did have to drive from Texas to Boston, pregnant with 4-year-old twins in tow. I had to get someone to care for our Texas home over the summer, figure out where to live in a place I'd never been. figure out childcare, how to use the transportation system and live in a big city, which I had also never done in my life. But I had awesome support from family, and once I had overcome my fear of entering the professional world, the rest was just logistics. That's all it was, right? I got to work in the war room of a presidential campaign, and regardless of your political leanings, this tight-run organization provided the most rewarding, enriching work experience I had ever had. Because of that experience, I ended up coming to U of A just the next year after getting back and changing my major to being a poli-sci major when transferring in. Hashtag to poli-sci majors in the room. Who's a poli-sci major in here? Who's a poli-sci? No poli-sci major? Right here, right here. And I saw Dr. Lutz, I saw Dr. Hilliard. So anyways, hashtag shout out to the poli-sci majors, right here, you and me. So, thank you. So we've acknowledged our fear. We've gotten a bigger stick. What's left? Smash it in the face, right? That's what you do to scorpions. That's what you do to your goals. You smash it. With my longer stick, I learned I could get up the nerve to smash stinger-wielding demon home invaders in the face when I had to. 6 years ago, I was newly entered into the professional world, but a need in our community came and found me, and I was able to answer the call. I founded Peach's Pantry, a food backpack program for students in our schools, as you heard. And perhaps my earlier fear conquering made me a little too uninhibited, because when I was approached to see if I'd be willing to help get it started, I was like, sure, that'll be easy. It wasn't. And today, Peach's Pantry is sending food bags home with over 400 kids every week in 17 schools, and is still entirely run by volunteers, including me. So, thanks. So, we've had so many humbling lessons along the way, and there's been numerous moments of fear that have tried to get in the way of progress at our pantry. I first started to work out of a closet in the middle school and after work hours, and once the word got around about my efforts, another school said that they needed help, and there was a teacher over here who had been sending food home with this kid, and this principal had been sending food home with this kid, and it had happened over here and here. And so all of a sudden we had this huge need that we didn't know how to fill. And I became very worried and scared about how would we meet this need, how would it be sustained, how would I coordinate it all, when honestly I felt like I had no idea what I was doing in the first place. But once we conquered our fear and we said, we're going to do it, we're going to meet this need, and I did not do it alone. Peach's Pantry is run by awesome people who've stayed with me through the years. All that was left was logistics, right? And we decided we would smash it in the face. We would never miss a delivery, and we have not. In 7 years, we have never missed a delivery. If I said I was getting food to your school, you got it. And we have never left a need unfilled. So even though we have smashed fear in the face, it doesn't leave. Just like with the pantry, there's little things that you're going to have to keep conquering. You need to know those inhibitions will stay with you. They do, and they still stay with me today. I still wonder, how will we get it done? But I'm up here and I'm speaking to you and I'm scared, and I'm up here anyway. Myself and my amazing pantry volunteer crew have often faced fear, and we are trying to meet a large output expectation, but we do it anyways, right? I was scared of rejection and failure when I decided to throw my hat into the ring for the city council race, but guess what? I did it anyways. And part of conquering your fear is to feel it and do it anyways. The rest is just logistics. So congratulations, graduates. Go forward and smash it in the face.
can I continue to play your game?
Yes.
Sarah, hashtag. And how many of you are students that have come back? So you went to high school, maybe did some college, then you went off into the workforce and you came back and you're finishing your degree. Let's hold up hands for those. Yeah. Hashtag. Did I do that right? Am I doing that right? I don't know. I'll see if I'll continue doing it throughout. So be prepared when I say hashtag. What do you say? Okay. Okay, so our third speaker is Dr. Kyle DiRoberto. She is the program director for the English program here at U of A South. She is speaking today on her role as this year's president of UA South Faculty Forum, and that's a big responsibility because she's over all of these folks that are sitting here right in front of me. And so let's welcome Kyle DiRoberto to the podium.
Good afternoon. I feel so very honored to be able to say a few words about your great accomplishments today. As a first-generation single parent, in fact, a Cochise College transfer student to the U of A, I know intimately the sacrifices many of you have made to graduate. And as a faculty member, I have had the great pleasure to become acquainted with some of the work you have done through the course of your studies. As Shakespeare once said, "We are the stuff the stars are made of," and indeed many of you are just stellar. Sarah Chadbourne, for example, could be the next James Paul G. Designed a crime-solving digital game this semester that encourages collaboration across social divides with the most estimable Christina Lopez. Clinton Lee, another brilliant student, wrote a memoir that, in my opinion, could rival Catcher in the Rye. He might be the next great American author. Like many of you, they are extraordinary people, and it is with the highest regard and great anticipation that I say congratulations to all of you. I can't wait to see the wonderful things you accomplish. Wildcats for life.
All right. Thank you, Kyle, and thank you for your service this year. I know we had some bumps and bruises along the way, but you did an awesome job. Okay, so faculty, hashtag. There we go. We got a shout out for the faculty. You guys are awesome. Okay, now our next speaker is our first U of A South student representative for Associated Students of University of Arizona South President, Gabrielle Hodgen. She is studying government and public service with a minor in intelligence. She has a plan to continue her education with a master's degree and eventually a doctorate. She wants to work as a diplomat for the United States and one day become an ambassador for South Korea. After taking the world by storm, she hopes to be a political professor following in the footsteps of her instructors who have inspired her here. She really hopes to change the world and to make her parents proud. And I know they are already proud. Just so you know, I get things on my desk that she wants to take like 35 hours, of credit for a semester. So I'm always having to sign overrides for her. So she really is awesome. She's really dedicated to finishing her degree and moving on. So let's give her a big welcome.
Oh, it's so great seeing you all. Thank you for coming. When Mr. Rogers accepted his Life Achievement Award in 1997, he started by saying, "So many people have helped me to this night. Some of them are here, some are far away, some are even in heaven. All of us have special ones who have loved us into being. And I want you all to think about the people who have made you you. Those who loved you and lifted you up in moments you were dragging. Those who loved you unconditionally when you weren't quite deserving. Every single person along the way who took your good with your bad, accepted you as you were, and made you better. In my lifetime, I have had some amazing people support me. I grew up in Seoul, South Korea, and my family was stationed on the Yongsan Army Base. it was a fishbowl. You know, everybody knew everyone. My teacher, Susie Purcell, would go shopping with my mom every weekend. And her husband was my dad's boss. So when I was bad in her class, she chewed me up and then sent me home to be chewed up furthermore by my parents. I've never been so well behaved in my life. But the 7 years I spent over there were amazing. I was so fortunate to always have people that had my best interest at heart. Everyone supported everyone, and they did so without expecting anything in return. I used to babysit for this woman, Suzanne Murphy, and one night I got really sick at a sleepover, and when I couldn't reach my parents, I called her. I woke her up at 3 in the morning, and she drove across base to come pick me up and take me home. And that happened when I was 12, and I still remember that, and I'll never forget it. In high school, I had some exceptional teachers and mentors who always believed in me and said I could do anything. They were my educators, but I loved them for being my advocates and my friends. Miss Perez, Mr. Whitney, Miss Holly, Miss Osterman, and Miss Topher changed my life for the better. My senior year, I was the office aide for Stephanie Groves. She quickly went from my supervisor to my biggest supporter. And every day at lunch, I would sit with her, and I would just go over all of my dreams, my goals, and how I was going to take the world by storm. And she never failed to tell me that I was capable of achieving more than that. So thank you. At Cochise College, Brian Homerkhausen, Andy DeBellis, and Jennifer Wantz let me be permanent fixtures in their offices because I would always go to hash out my life plans, and I wanted a second opinion. Standing before you as president now was one of the goals I relentlessly spoke with them about. I thank my best friends, Julie, Cole, Rachel, Angie, Reyes, William, and Weston for always having my back and making life fun. I took 42 credits this semester, and it was just a really dumb decision, but they never failed to fit me into their schedule. And thank you so much for that, because your girl needed some social interaction because I was struggling there. I thank my family for making me the best Gabby I could be. Mom and Dad, thank you for always fighting for me. Oh no, we're not gonna cry, we're not gonna cry. Whew. Thank you for always fighting for me and loving me unconditionally. Thank you for staying up with me long nights and helping me with homework that I waited till last minute to do and having gab sessions. It is greatly appreciated. Montgomery and Sebastian, thank you for being my brothers. Being your older sister has made me a better person. And now that you both are going to be taller than me, I have plans to get my doctorate so that I will be Dr. Gabby to them. It's all about strategy, people. You gotta do what you gotta do. I tell you about these people because I'm 19 and I've hardly started life. However, I have already been so irreversibly changed by these individuals and others that I sincerely believe whatever I put my mind to, I can achieve. When I went through difficult times in my life, there was not one time I didn't feel that I could dust myself off and get right back into the game. Graduates, I want you to think about the people who made you who you are and got you to this point. Know that you are loved, and we are all so extremely proud of your accomplishments. By being here today and achieving this degree, you are turning the page to a new chapter. You get to be inspired and be the inspiration. I ask that you continue to find those extraordinary people who encourage you in life. And as you succeed, I ask you to become those extraordinary people to others. We are the graduating class of 2019, and there's nothing that we can't do together. Never give up, never back down, and never stop living life to the fullest. Bear down.
I'm going to ask her what listen Linda means later on. So I want to know what that on the back. So how many students here, how many people have studied outside of the country or been out of the country? Hashtag. There we go. See, I'm going to get you every time. Okay, so thank you, Gabby. And now we're going to have our second U of A South student representative. She is Anita Jones, and she is the Gamma Beta Phi president. And she studied human services with a minor in family studies, and she plans to continue her education with a master's degree in social work. Anita wants to serve those who have served. So if you could please welcome Anita to the stage. Oh, she's got a little bit of a ways to come. I'm very proud of Anita, and you're going to find out why later. I'm not going to spoil the surprise, but she will be there at the ceremony on main campus tomorrow night. The podium is yours.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Buckner. Thank you, Gabby. How do I follow that? That was such an inspirational speech. I don't even know. I felt like I was going to say it. So thank you all, and hello and welcome to the 2019 Commencement Ceremony for the University of Arizona South. It is my distinct pleasure and true honor to have the opportunity to address you today. Okay. All right. Look at you. I mean, can you believe it? We're all here. We're all together. You have your caps and gowns on, and you're all looking gorgeous and handsome, and congratulations to you all, and congratulations to your families, because without them, who knows where we would be. So do me a favor, pull out your phones, take your photos, take your selfies, and do your hashtags, because this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that will never come around again. This is something to be remembered and something to be upheld and something for you to celebrate. So before we get started, I definitely want to thank those who have helped us get to where we are today. I'd like to thank Google, Wikipedia, and whoever created copy and paste. Genius people. Again, I'd like to thank our family and friends, of course, and also the creators of Final Fantasy, because they've gotten me through so many different things. Our instructors, of course, our faculty, who are all marvelous, and this wonderful institution. But please, really do give the faculty a round of applause, because without them, we would not be here. Hashtag. But today I stand here before you as the outgoing president of Gamma Beta Phi. Gamma Beta Phi is a nationally recognized honor society, and it is the largest club on the University of Arizona South's campus. So at this point in time, I also want to take a moment to thank the officers of Gamma Beta Phi for your dedication to character, service, and community. It's all been amazing working with you all and getting to know you all. Thank you for all the projects and your untiring effort for all of our accomplishments, because without you, I wouldn't be here today also. So today is our last day as the University of Arizona students. This is a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing because at this point in time, you can decide never to do homework again in your life if you wanted to. But it's a bad thing because you don't get those movie discount tickets anymore, and those seating tickets at the games, and of course your Microsoft discount, right? I know, it's awful. But at the end of the day, let's all feel excited and go through our range of emotions because you've made it here, and remember that this day is a major accomplishment. It has been my great honor to serve you as your Gamma Beta Phi president, and I want to thank you. Congratulations, graduates of 2019. Bear down.
To continue along Anita's sentiment, as I told you, my son graduated in December, and he now calls me. He's living in Madison, Wisconsin. Really? Had to move from Tucson to Madison. And although he's really excited about it, he got his dream job. But one day we were talking, and he said just out of the blue, he goes, "Mom, I'm a graduate. I have a degree from the University of Arizona." I'm like, "I know." He goes, "No one can ever take that away from me." So remember, no one can ever take this achievement away from you. No matter where you go in life and what you do, no one can ever take this day and this achievement away from you. So with that, I am going to introduce our provost, as he's laughing behind me. This is our provost, Dr. Jeff Goldberg. He's an interim, so from one interim to another, take the podium.
You know, we actually can't take degrees back. You know that, right?
Don't tell them.
Don't tell anybody that? Okay. I better not. Actually, we can take degrees back. Hang in there. Welcome, everyone. You know, all the great speakers I know when to stop talking. And we have heard 5 or 6 presentations that have just been absolutely fabulous. And so I'm going to make everybody a lot happier. I'm going to cut my talk down from about 6 minutes to about 2 minutes. Yeah. And it's a great day. It really is a great day. You get a chance to wear these cool robes. It's not really cool, as John said. It's really warm. This is my Baltimore Oriole outfit. The colors are all from engineering. The reason I like this, it does actually make me look a little bit thinner. But that's about it, other than that. I want to congratulate the students and the families, and as many of our speakers have said already, you don't do this kind of stuff by yourself. To be a great student, to be a great family, it really does take a team. To do any interesting project to really help humanity, and that's really why people come and get an education here. They help themselves, certainly, but we're trying to learn to figure out how do we help humanity better. And to do that, it really requires a team. So I congratulate everybody in the audience today for all the great work and for all the support that you've done for the students as well. Congratulations. And part of that team is the faculty. And I've been on the faculty at the University of Arizona for 34 years, and I look it. And my children are also, my daughter is accepting a faculty position, and my daughter and son-in-law are both middle school teachers as well. And I know teaching is holy work. That's right. It's not super high pay, but the enjoyment of helping others learn. I don't know if there's any other feeling in the world as good as seeing a student learn material. So congratulations to the faculty here. Fabulous group and an important part of the University of Arizona. And while I'm looking over at the faculty, I am now supposed to do a shout out to the Deno grandchildren. Is that right? Over there. Okay, yeah, right. A quick shout out to the Deno grandchildren. And I know we've got the Washington White children up there as well, because Kendall got such a huge, there we go. Many of you are affiliated with the military, and so usually at these talks I talk about hard work. There's no need to talk to you about hard work, and there's no need to talk to you about service. What you have given to this country it's impossible to value. It's unbelievable in some sense. I had the pleasure of serving with the United States Military Academy at West Point for 1 year. I was a visiting instructor there. It was one of the best years of my life. I never worked with a group that was harder working. I never worked with a group that was more ethical. I never worked with a group that was more focused on delivering value to the United States of America. And so I want to thank you and the people that have worked in the service. I had a chance last night at the U of A to see our service graduates for the first time. We had a program, Kendall's team put that together. Cody put that together, actually, and it was really a great evening, so congratulations there as well. One of our speakers talked about fear. I have the same thing. It's called imposter syndrome. I've changed jobs 6 or 7 times. Every time I start with, they're going to figure it out, I'm an idiot. I don't know anything. Every single job. So I think I finally in this job I've actually proved people correct in this job. But in a couple of months I'll be starting another job. I'll be retiring, and I'm still having imposter syndrome with that as well. And so I need to be a tiny bit careful. Let me close with something that John talked about. And by the way, we had a reference to Mr. Rogers here. I grew up in Pittsburgh. I was on the set of Mr. Rogers. I played with the train. Yeah. And that's one of the reasons I went into engineering, as it turns out as well. Who knew Mr. Rogers would be so interesting? But let me talk about something that's very non-Mr. Rogers. And that's where we're at. I beg you, start to listen to people, like John said, but I need you to listen to people that agree with you and people that disagree with you. And you know, you're going to be surprised, your ideas are going to change. It is absolutely critical to stay informed. And anybody who knows me, if you talk with me for 15 minutes, I'm going to give you a book recommendation. And so tonight's no different. So I'm going to suggest a couple books. I'm going to suggest Patrick Lencioni's book, Ideal Team Player, because everything is important is done in teams. And you'll learn how to be hungry, how to be humble, and how to be really people smart. And then I'm going to also suggest Sylvia Hewitt's book, Executive Presence. For the graduates, you are selling yourself every single day of the year. And you should never forget that people are looking at you, people are watching you, people are thinking about you, and people are evaluating you all the time. And you have to be prepared for that. You got to keep learning. And I said when I was at West Point, that was one of my best years. When I was in graduate school, it was by far the best time of my life. I urge you to really think about that next step and how do we keep that lifelong learning going. And then no matter where you're at on the political spectrum, it's critical that you think about looking at the best in everyone. We're trapped now. We do just the opposite. We don't value people by where they're good. We value them, or disvalue them, I guess, by where they're not so good. So my last book recommendation is brand new. It just came out in March. It's a book called Love Your Enemy. It's by a gentleman named Arthur Brooks. He's the president of the American Enterprise Institute. He's a tiny bit right-leaning. That's okay. You won't notice too much of that in this book necessarily. It is an absolute fabulous how-to guide, how to think about dealing with other people. When I was in high school, I was in a pretty rough neighborhood in high school. If you were a jerk all the time, you got beat up every single day. So you learned how to not be a jerk. The problem is not a lot of people, it seems, have learned that. They should have went to my high school. Would have been a lot better. So my final tip, it's really a hell of a lot easier to be successful when people like you, right? You don't need people standing in your way intentionally just because they don't like who you are. Cultivate friendship, cultivate friends. Congratulations. My main job here is to give degrees. We're getting close.
This man is not an imposter, I'll tell you that. We've been friends for about 10 years now. And one suggestion that I would give you is find someone like this in your life. He's been a great mentor to me. When I would see him on campus, he was always had the time for me. He would sit down at lunch with me. I would see him in the student union, and I would say, hey, can I join you? And he always took time for me. Always keep learning. Always find people like this in your life so that you can continue along that. And he is a nice guy. Hashtag to Jeff Goldberg. And let's give him a big round of applause. He's going to be retiring. I don't know how I'm going to do without him on campus. We may just have to drag you back or something. Okay. So now I would like to invite another hero of mine, Dr. Satara, to acknowledge our outstanding students for 2019. Dr. Satara has served as our Associate Dean of Academic Affairs for the past 5 years. In addition to serving as Associate Dean, she is also the Program Director for our History degree. I really want to thank her for her hard work and dedication to the U of A South and to the community in general. So, Dr. Satara.
So my job today is to honor our outstanding student graduates. So I'm going to start by calling the following students to join us on the stage: Sarah Chadbourne, Rachel Fry, Anita Jones, Clinton Lee, Angela Lucero, and Tim Mumphrey. Come on. So each year, we recognize the achievements of outstanding seniors and our outstanding graduate students. The students are nominated by our faculty, selected by a committee consisting of Chris Johnson, Odile Wolf, and Aaron Tesh, based on the following criteria: a minimum of a 3.5 GPA, plus providing support and leadership to a class, serving as a preceptor in a lecture, discussion, or laboratory course, conducting or participating in a leadership role within a research project, outstanding practicum or internship, involvement of community, service, or related work. First, we want to honor our outstanding undergraduate student, Sarah Chadbourne. Sarah, would you like to come? Sarah is an English major. She has distinguished herself as an exceptional student on all fronts and a natural leader. To be here today, Sarah had to overcome racial, economic, and personal barriers and adversity. Sarah realized that she wanted to be a teacher after meeting a teacher who had a profound and lasting effect on her experience of education and career goal. She has worked hard to become just such an educator. In fact, while saving up the money to attend the university, she worked as an aide with special education students. But as the school lacked teachers, she essentially took on that role, creating individually tailored lesson plans and working closely with the students. As a student here at UA South, she excelled in her classes, and she was instrumental in helping Dr. DiRoberto organize and coordinate a very successful community event, Shakespeare and the Supreme Court. And as Kyle told us before, she was also working with another student to create a crime-solving educational game aimed at encouraging middle school students to question bias and to better collaborate. In sum, Sarah is an outstanding senior by all accounts. Sarah wants to be a middle school English teacher and student advocate after graduation. Please join me in congratulating Sarah Chadbourne. Congratulations. I have a gift for you. Our graduate student honoree is Rachel Fry. Rachel, you want to come here? The faculty of the Masters of Science in Educational Technology program was pleased to nominate Ms. Rachel Fry for the Outstanding Graduate Student Award. According to our faculty, Rachel is a truly exceptional student. She has a rare combination of skills that allows her to understand complex theoretical concepts while also being able to communicate them to others in a simple and easy to understand manner. When it comes to equally complex technical matters, Rachel excels at helping other students to understand them. So she has assisted the program in a number of ways. She has enriched the courses. She has participated by adding her understanding of the concepts being studied. Aside from participating as a student, Rachel also assisted Dr. Strait as a preceptor. A Tucsonian with 2 bachelor's degrees and a ton of credits from all 3 state universities, and in her own words, a superb procrastinator, Rachel was committed to a master's program that merged years of higher ed experience with a passion for technology and design. So we are thrilled with her and excited and super proud. And that's what we should feel, and that's how you are. Thank you so much. Thank you. And also this year we have 3 honors college graduates. Clinton. Clinton is receiving his bachelor degree of applied science in administration of justice tonight. We were neighbors. He was the student government president, and he had this neighbor right next to my office. He had this office next to my office, and he was there. He was there at night, and he was there on the weekends. So Clinton is a student that truly enjoys the pursuit of knowledge. He attained associate's degree to become a paramedic. After that, he decided to learn about the world firsthand and spent the past 3 years traveling around the globe on foot and by sailboat. He returned to Arizona to UA South to earn a degree in administration of justice, which gave him time to reflect on everything he saw while traveling and try to understand for himself what justice truly is. Here at UA South, Clinton made his mark as student government president last year and is active member of Gamma Beta Phi Honor Society. He is graduating today with honors. I'm going too fast. His thesis, Full Lost at Sea, details the personal tragedies he has overcome and his dauntless courage on the open sea. His thesis advisors, Kyle DiRoberto and Shay Triber, call him exceptionally talented. Clinton plans to go on and get his MED and looks forward to starting his teaching career in English next year in Tucson. Once his degree is finished, he plans to travel again as a teacher and to learn more about the world and inspire others to better the world around them through the memoirs of his travels, and that he continues to write and hopes to one day publish. Congratulations, Clinton, and we look forward to reading your novels.
I'll still be around.
The next one is Angela Lucero. Angela actually graduated 2 years ago, 3 years ago? 2 years ago with a degree in elementary education with honors from UA South. After completing her degree, she returned in the fall of 2017 to continue her academic journey, again as an honor student, majoring in cyber operations. She is a middle school teacher, Tech Foundation teacher. She coaches 2 middle school cyber patriot teams. She's a wife, mother of 3 teenagers, and an active member of the Gamma Beta Phi Honor Society here at UA South. Over the last year, Angela was working on her honors thesis, The Threat is Real and Lives Among Us, with Dr. Linda Deno. Her project was to analyze the components, vulnerabilities, and interaction with the IoT device and Amazon's Echo Plus. Congratulations, Angela. So Timothy Humphrey. So Tim is a veteran of the United States Army, where he graduated from the Defense Language Institute as a Korean linguist. After his military service, Timothy, his wife, and 3 children returned to Sierra Vista. Carolyn, by the way, is a newly elected city council member. And here's to the spouses, #shout out. Timothy has earned 2 associate's degrees from Cochise College in network technology and cybersecurity. He's a VMware certified professional for data center virtualization, a Red Hat certified system administrator, and a certified information system security professional. Timothy works on Fort Huachuca as a team lead for virtualization and storage services in the Regional Cyber Center, CONUS, and volunteers with groups and service clubs in the local area. Timothy is an outstanding student. His honors thesis under his advisor, Linda Deno, focused on security on the Internet of Things. Timothy is happy to be joined today by his wife and children, his family, friends, co-workers, and Rotary Club members. And after graduation, Timothy looks forward to returning to his hobbies, carpentry and cycling. I see you on the bike path. Yeah. Congratulations. So we also have Anita Jones, the 2019 UA Provost Award recipient, who is receiving her Bachelor of Applied Science degree in Human Services tonight. And I have to point out that Anita Jones is the 3rd Provost Award winner in 3 years in a row that comes from UA South. She's also the 2nd award winner from our Human Services program. And I want to thank all of our faculty and all of our staff for everything you do to support our students. So now to Anita. Anita Jones was born in California on a beautiful sunny day in June. After graduating from high school, she joined the military and decided to stay in Sierra Vista after retiring in 2016 to recover from severe injuries and to pursue her academic journey and dreams. Anita graduated with an AAS in social work from Cotes College in May 2017 and enrolled in our Human Services program. Soon, she established herself as a positive force here on campus, a student worker in our VA office, a Gamma Beta Phi president, working with Dr. Sheena Brown and Cody Nichols on the online veterans program to help veterans transitioning to the U of A, or just a simple task of herding exchange students from the Sister City program from our campus back to Buena High School. She is leading with efficiency, energy, and empathy, and with this huge, contagious smile. Anita's passion is to empower people to reach their potential and never let life's obstacles stand in the way of achieving dreams and goals. Anita, we're proud of you. So thank you all, and thank you, and congratulations to all of you, all of this year's graduates.
Have a little garment. So I'm going to go off script just a little bit because I'm the dean and I can do that. I just want to give a shout out to all of our advisors and our student services people. I know that they are huge. Sarah Whelan, I don't know if you were around. Sarah and her team are, what am I supposed to, hashtag. This is the most amazing team, and a lot of times they don't get recognized in the ceremony, and they are the ones that really help all of us survive, especially you getting through your program and us just keeping our programs together. So I just wanted to say that. And now we're ready, aren't we? You guys ready? Yes. So Professor Korolovic and Johnson, please take your positions. Commencement Marshal, Dr. Tesh and Professor Wolf, please prepare your graduates. Now while we're setting up the stage, we're going to enjoy the fabulous Buena High School show band. I think. Are they playing? Yeah. That's on my script. I'm going off script again. I'm not going to stand up here and sing for you even though my name is Melody, so I'm not going to do that. So I'm hoping that we do have the band, but we are going to have to get the stage ready to have our graduates come across. So what do we have to do? No, we don't. I'm getting a no, we don't. Okay. So I guess we're ready for our graduates to cross the stage. Families, please feel free to come forward and take pictures of your graduate. I know I did it in December. I ran up like a fool and just started taking pictures of my son. So feel free to do it. Feel free to shout out. We want to hear a lot of noise. But be aware, we do have a professional photographer, so don't get in his way, because we want to have those pictures too. So, okay. Are we ready? Yeah, I thought we had to. Curtis, you start. I'll stand over here. They're going to get pictures with you. No, you just make
There we go. We will now hood the candidates for the Master of Secondary Education degree. Dr. Kralovec, please come forward. Master of Secondary Education, Master of Education in Secondary Education, Stephanie Klein.
Sergio Catanazzo, Master of Education.
Christine Nessingler, Master of Education in Secondary Education.
Sally Smith Dryden, Master of Education in Secondary Education, transferred from Pima Community College.
Shane Hawley, Master of Education, Secondary Education, transferred from University of Arizona.
Kevin Paulson, Master of Education in Secondary Education.
Jonathan Othen Noriega, Master of Education, Secondary Education, transferred from University of Arizona.
We will now hood the candidates for the Master of Science in Educational Technology degree. Dr. Johnson, please come forward. Davy Delivka, Master of Science in Educational Technology, transferred from Central Texas College, University of Hawaii, University of Phoenix, and University of Arizona main campus.
Linnea Preston, Master of Science Educational Technology, transferred from New Mexico State University.
Aaron Scott, Master of Science, Educational Technology.
Rachel Fry, Master of Science, Educational Technology.
Rhiannon Williams, Master of Science, Educational Technology. We will now introduce those students who are candidates for baccalaureate degrees and post-baccalaureate certification.
Bachelor of Applied Science, Administration of Justice. Amanda Rivera, Bachelor of Applied Science, Administration of Justice, transferred from Central Arizona College.
Jamie Greyes, Bachelor of Applied Science, Administration of Justice, transferred from Coconino Community College.
Rebecca Salmon, Bachelor of Applied Science, Administration of Justice.
Melina Carrizosa, Bachelor of Applied Science and Administration of Justice, transferred from Pima Community College, University of Arizona, main campus.
Caitlin Hale, Bachelor of Applied Science, Administration of Justice, transferred from Cochise College.
Clinton Lee, Bachelor of Applied Science and Administration of Justice, transferred from Cochise College.
Christy Monreal, Bachelor of Applied Science, Administration of Justice, transferred from Cochise College.
Genesis Nieto, Bachelor of Applied Science, Administration of Justice, transferred from Cochise Community College.
Nadine Stoner, Bachelor of Applied Science, Administration of Justice, transferred from Pima Community College.
Anna Lee Eichenbrock, Administration of Justice, transferred from Cochise College.
Bachelor of Applied Science in Cyber Operations. Kanan Allen, Bachelor of Applied Science, Cyber Operations, transferred from Cochise College.
Ava Sabone, BAS in Cyber Operations, transferred from Austin Penn State University.
Angela Lucero, Bachelor of Applied Science, Cyber Operations, transferred from Cochise College, Pima Community College.
Edward Bavilak, Bachelor of Applied Science in Cyber Operations, transferred from Arizona State University. Shamichael Mohorowski, Bachelor of Applied Science in Cyber Operations, transferred from Cal State Fullerton.
Stephen Boyce, Bachelor of Applied Science, Cyber Operations, transferred from Cochise College.
Alexander Tamayo, Bachelor of Applied Science, Cyber Operations, transferred from the Community College of the Air Force.
Dominic Epps, Bachelor of Applied Science, Cyber Operations, transferred from Cochise College.
Timothy Umfrey, Bachelor of Applied Science and Cyber Operations, transferred from Cochise College.
Ryan Fox, Bachelor of Applied Science, Cyber Operations, transferred from Cochise College, University of Arizona, main campus.
Frankie Garcia, Bachelor of Applied Science and Cyber Operations, transferred from Mesa Community College.
Ryan Catlett, Bachelor of Applied Science, Cyber Operations, transferred from Cochise College.
Now the Bachelor of Applied Science in Early Childhood Education. Cheyenne Oger, Bachelor of Applied Science in Early Childhood Education, transferred from Cochise College.
Imelda Lisbo Smith, Early Childhood Education, Pima Community College, University of Makati, Philippines.
Alessandra Duger, Bachelor of Applied Science in Early Childhood Education, transferred from Pima Community College.
Beatriz Lugo, Bachelor of Applied Science, Early Childhood Education, transferred from Pima Community College.
Rosa Pina, Bachelor of Applied Science in Early Childhood Education, transferred from Cochise College.
Elizabeth Zamora, Bachelor of Applied Science, Early Childhood Education, transferred from Pima Community College.
Yamil Kiwis, Bachelor of Applied Science in Early Childhood Education, transferred from Cochise College.
Carmen Lorena Villa, Bachelor of Applied Science, Early Childhood Education, transferred from Cochise College, Central Arizona College.
Megan Cook, Bachelor of Applied Science in Early Childhood Education, transferred from Pima Community College.
Thomas Perez, Bachelor of Applied Science, Early Childhood Education, transferred from Central Arizona College.
And now for the Bachelor of Applied Science in Human Services.
Diana Sanchez Nosagare, Bachelor of Applied Science, Human Services, transferred from Arizona Western College.
Luke Connolly, Bachelor of Applied Science in Human Services, transferred from Campbell University.
Haley Barnes, Bachelor of Applied Science, Human Services, transferred from Illinois Valley Community College, Pima Community College.
Anita Jones, Bachelor of Applied Science in Human Services, transferred from Cochise College and Central Texas College.
Azucena Buenamea, Bachelor of Applied Science, Human Services, transferred from Pima Community College.
Francisco Ovias Bocanegra, Bachelor of Applied Science in Human Services, transferred from Cochise College.
Aviana Alexander, Bachelor of Applied Science, Human Services, transferred from Long Beach City College.
Tracy Thompson, Bachelor of Applied Science in Human Services, transferred from Cochise College, the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, and the University of Massachusetts, Lowell.
Allison Doran, Bachelor of Applied Science, Human Services, transferred from Pima Community College.
Sonia Zapayan, Bachelor of Applied Science, Human Services, transferred from Pima Community College.
Bachelor of Applied Science in Informatics. Zulema Murillo, Bachelor of Applied Science, Informatics, transferred from Central Arizona College.
Errol Maynor, Bachelor of Applied Science in Informatics, transferred from Eastern Arizona College.
Bachelor of Applied Science, Regional Commerce, Stephen Norman, Bachelor of Applied Science, Regional Commerce, transferred from University of Phoenix, Pima Community College.
Bachelor of Applied Science in Intelligence Studies, Nathaniel Trueblood, Bachelor of Applied Science in Intelligence Studies, transferred from Community College of the Air Force, Pima Community College, and Southwestern College.
Bachelor of Applied Science, Network Operations, Nathaniel Washington, Bachelor of Applied Science, Network Administration, transferred from Pima Community College.
Lonnie Hunter, Bachelor of Applied Science in Network Administration, transferred from Cochise College.
Bachelor of Applied Science, Organizational Leadership, Mayra Moreno, Bachelor of Applied Science, Organizational Leadership, transferred from Cochise College.
Catherine Deinhardt, Bachelor of Applied Science in Organizational Leadership, transferred from Cochise College.
Jasmine Gordon, Bachelor of Applied Science, Organizational Leadership, transferred from Pima Community College.
Maria Smith, Bachelor of Applied Science in Organizational Leadership, transferred from Central Arizona College and Rio Salado.
Jake Pacheco, Bachelor of Applied Science, Organizational Leadership, transferred from Cochise College.
Jill Naus, Bachelor of Applied Science in Organizational Leadership, transferred from Saddleback College.
Grant Reed, Bachelor of Applied Science, Organizational Leadership, transferred from Pima Community College, University of Maryland, University of Phoenix, Community College of the Air Force.
Marissa Kinney, Bachelor of Applied Science in Organizational Leadership, transferred from Pima Community College.
Ricardo Torres, Bachelor of Applied Science, Organizational Leadership, transferred from Cochise College.
Ana Victoria Balderrama, Bachelor of Applied Science in Organizational Leadership, transferred from Cochise Community College.
Bachelor of Arts, Government and Public Service, Marcia Rothbauer, Bachelor of Arts, Government and Public Service, transferred from Cochise College.
George Frank Lopez II, Bachelor of Arts in Government and Public Service, transferred from Cochise College.
Gabrielle Hodgen, Bachelor of Arts, Government and Public Service, transferred from Cochise College.
Bachelor of Arts in English, Sarah Chadbourne, Bachelor of Arts in English, transferred from Cochise College.
Bachelor of Arts History, Delane Dunnigan, Bachelor of Arts History, transferred from Cochise College.
The Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, Devin Valencia Rosario, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, transferred from Cochise College.
Eileen Montijo, Bachelor of Arts Psychology, transferred from Pima Community College.
Fabian Benjamin, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, transferred from Cochise College.
Jocelyn Velez, Bachelor of Arts Psychology, Cochise College.
Brian Gleason, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, transferred from Cochise College.
Alexandria Linhart, Bachelor of Arts Psychology, transferred from Cochise College.
Zoe Normand, Bachelor of Arts Psychology, transferred from Pima Community College.
Bachelor of Science in Commerce, Giovanna Gonzalez, Bachelor of Science, Commerce, transferred from Cochise College.
Natalie Treptow, Bachelor of Science in Commerce, transferred from Pima Community College.
I got it. Estefan Mora, Bachelor of Science, Commerce, transferred from Cochise College.
Sam Mukayo, Bachelor of Science in Commerce, transferred from Pima Community College.
Sonia Ertzweiler, Bachelor of Science, Computer Science, transferred from Cochise College.
Joseph Villaseñor, Bachelor of Science, Computer Science, transferred from Cochise College.
Andre Hall, Bachelor of Science, Computer Science, transferred from Cochise College.
For the Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education, Nicholas Porter, Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education, transferred from Cochise College and Rio Salado.
Crystal Vega, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education, transferred from Cochise College.
Marlena Nicole Dagnino, Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education, transferred from Cochise College.
Susuka Jody Dunn, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education, transferred from Cochise College.
Stephanie Ames, Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education, transferred from Cochise College.
Michaela Poole, Bachelor of Science Elementary Education, transferred from University of Arizona Main Campus.
Rusty Guerra, Bachelor of Science Elementary Education, transferred from Cochise College.
Kayla Brewer, Bachelor of Science Elementary Education, transferred from Pima Community College.
Leanna Clolinger, Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education, transferred from Pima Community College.
Siobhan Sabin, Bachelor of Science Elementary Education, transferred from Pima Community College.
Jessica Boswell, Bachelor of Science Elementary Education, transferred from Pima Community College.
Patty Munoz-Cano, Bachelor of Science Elementary Education, transferred from Cochise College.
Brandy Hensley, Bachelor of Science Elementary Education, transferred from Pima Community College.
Mariana Miranda, Bachelor of Science Elementary Education, transferred from Pima Community College.
Kelsey Hughes, Bachelor of Science Elementary Education, transferred from Cochise College.
Tammy Jones, Bachelor of Science Elementary Education, transferred from Cochise College.
Ricky Valenzuela, Bachelor of Science Elementary Education, transferred from Cochise College.
Cassara Winningham Stewart, Bachelor of Science Elementary Education, transferred from Cochise College. Shannon O'Malley Auger, Bachelor of Science Elementary Education, transferred from Cochise College, Eastern Arizona College.
Wow, that was awesome. Our last graduate just told me how blessed she was to be at this campus, and I do agree. This is a real blessing to have this campus and to have all the support that we do. Am I supposed to do something now? Well, wait a minute. First, I have an announcement. And then where are you standing? Oh, well.
Hold on.
Conferring of the degrees. Okay, then I'll wait for that announcement until later. So, master's candidates, please rise. Right?
Yes.
Master's candidates, please rise. Provost Goldberg, it is my honor to present to you those candidates who have satisfied the requirement of the degree of Masters of Education and Masters of Science.
Thanks, Dean. By the authority vested in me by the Arizona Board of Regents, I confer upon each of you the appropriate master's degree as recommended by the faculty of the University of Arizona. In accordance with the usual custom, you, as individuals, are entitled to all the rights and privileges which pertain to your degree, here and elsewhere.
Congratulations. Please be seated. Undergraduates, would you please rise? Provost Goldberg, it is my honor to present to you those candidates who have satisfied the requirement of the degree of Bachelor's of Applied Science, Bachelor's of Arts, and Bachelor's of Science.
By the authority vested in me by the Arizona Board of Regents, I confer upon each of you the appropriate bachelor's degree as recommended by the faculty of the University of Arizona. In accordance with the usual custom, you, as individuals, are entitled to all the rights and privileges which pertain to your degree, here and elsewhere.
Undergraduates, please remain standing, and would the master's students please stand up? Go ahead, you can yell. Woo! So you have a tassel, and the origins of awarding degrees and graduation ceremonies began in medieval Europe. This is why we wear these really hot outfits, because they were in cold castles, right? The first academic degree was conferred in approximately 1160 AD at the University of Bologna in Italy, with the practice spreading quickly to other European universities. Most notably the University of Paris in France and Oxford University and Cambridge University in England. The procedures for awarding a degree at this university are based on those practices that were developed at the University of Paris in the late 12th and 13th century. I think this was written by Dr. Cetera, our historian. I'm not sure, but... So, as the final rite of passage called commencement, and as a visible symbol of the completion of your apprenticeship at the University of Arizona South, please move your tassel from the right to the left side of your mortarboard. Woo! Okay, please be seated. So we want to acknowledge our alumni, and our final commencement tradition is an alumni address which will be given by Sarah Pacheco. I think I should do a hashtag, right? Hashtag. There we go, that's better. So Sarah, welcome back to the platform.
Okay, wow, you guys did it. Congratulations. I think I've said most of everything that needs to be said. Great job, you guys. Congratulations. I bestow upon you, though, this parting nougat, this one duty as an alum of the U of A, as an official Wildcat. It is your duty. You see someone walking around with that pitchfork on their shirt. Just give them a little bear down. Right? Yeah. Go Cats. Right? But you see them. I have one who works with me that constantly wears some kind of pitchfork in Wildcat territory, which is unacceptable. And I'm constantly going back with bear down. So you, as an official Wildcat, have that duty now. So I'll give you one other. I know you've heard lots today. As you go out and use this degree for the betterment of your family and yourself, also for your community. I share one little anecdotal story that from our pantry, from our Peaches Pantry. We are all volunteer run, as you know, and sometimes some of our volunteers who come in are not all able-bodied, and we're moving food in boxes and cans. And I have this one who came in, and she had a walker and a wheelchair, and just asked, can I help? Can I do something? And okay, well, you can't lift the bags, and you can't move food, and you can't, but we use plastic grocery bags. And so I gave her the task of taking plastic grocery bags, we get them donated in big barrels, and just wadded up to take them and just flatten them out and then double bag and make a stack of flattened out. And that was what she could do. And she said she shows up every week just to flatten out grocery bags. And she said, I just want to be useful. I just want to be useful. So, that gets me. But I encourage you all to go out into this world and be useful. Find a way to be useful to your community, to your family. This degree will help you do that. So congratulations, class of 2019, congratulations.
Yeah, you get to stay up here. Are you guys going to cue the music for this and put the words up? Because I'm not singing this by myself. We are singing the alma mater, which is All Hail Arizona. So don't worry if you forget the words. They're on your program. So turn your program over. So don't make us stand up there. Do we have music behind us? Or are we just singing this?
Everybody.
You get up here too.
Kendall is a great singer.
Kendall, come on up here. Okay, I don't know this.
Stay away from the mic.
I know, but do we have the music?
I don't know. You're in charge.
I'm in charge. Okay, here we go. All hail Arizona. Thank you. Okay, so we made it through that. I can sing the Bear Down song. That's really bad that I can sing that and not the other one. There's a couple things before we go. First, this has been recorded, believe it or not, and it's on YouTube. So if you want to watch that embarrassment that we just did over and over again, you can do that. You can search for it as 2019 UA South Commencement Ceremony. So you can see yourself getting your degree. I would do that over and over again. So I want to thank you for joining us. And just as a final word, I kind of like to just give you a little words of wisdom as you're leaving. And it's actually something for you to think about, and it's a blessing to you. So everybody, hone in for just a minute, the last little words of wisdom. May you be blessed with discomfort at easy answers, half-truth, and superficial relationships, so that you may live deep within your heart. May you be blessed with anger at injustice, oppression, and exploitation of people, so that you can work for justice, freedom, and peace. And finally, may you be blessed with enough foolishness to believe that you can make a difference in this world and do what others claim cannot be done. That's my blessing for you. That's my task for you as you go out into this world. So, with that, Jeff, do you have anything to say?
I'm good.
You're good? Great. So, please remain in your seats until all of the graduates and faculty and stage guests have proceeded out of the auditorium. And please come and continue celebrating with us over in the school cafeteria, which is right across the hall. So, congratulations and bear down. Now you're going to play bear down, aren't you? Okay.
Well done.
Well done. We made it through.